The Beaches podcast is going to give you everything you want to know about a beach before you go there. I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to check out our website, www.sandee.com. Without further ado, let's get into the show.
Ever just scroll past those picture-perfect beaches online? You know the ones?
Oh, yeah.
Pristine white sand, turquoise water, not a single footprint in sight.
Definitely guilty of double tapping a few of those.
Right. But this isn't about those beaches. This is about a place that's, well, kind of gotten lost in the shuffle.
Ooh, I like where this is going. Hidden gem territory.
You could say that. We're diving into the Marshall Islands.
Okay, already on board. What do we got?
Maps, first-hand accounts, even some declassified military records. This is more than just your average beach read, let me tell you.
Military records. Now that's what I call intriguing. All right, set the scene for us.
We're talking about a scattering of atolls.
Atolls. Now we're talking my language. You know what those are, right?
Honestly, my first thought was a spelling bee I lost back in grade school, so why don't you refresh my memory?
Picture this. A volcano. Yeah, right. It sinks beneath the waves over time, but its coral reef, that keeps growing, forms this ring-shaped island with the lagoon in the center. That's your atoll.
So wait, so I could be swimming in a volcano?
Not quite. The volcano's long gone. But what you do get is this incredibly diverse ecosystem. Think calm lagoons, perfect for kayaking 1 minute, then you're snorkeling above a vibrant coral reef the next.
And those reefs aren't the only things hiding beneath the surface. We're talking about World War II history, folks.
Oh, this I've got to hear. What, like buried treasure?
Think more along the lines of a rusty tank just chilling on the beach.
Seriously?
One travel blogger described finding a U.S. Army helmet just lying there in the sand.
Wow. To really understand the significance of that, you have to go back to the 1940s. See, these islands were strategically vital during the war.
Control the islands, control the shipping routes. Got it.
Exactly. And that meant some seriously intense battles were fought on these very beaches. Makes you think, doesn't it?
It really does. Knowing all this history definitely adds another layer to your trip. But let's get real. How do you actually get to this paradise?
Pack your patience, that's for sure. Forget your direct flights. Think more along the lines of a multi-stop journey, usually through hubs like Honolulu or Guam, and those connecting flights, usually on smaller airlines. So, yeah, maybe pack a good book too, just in case.
Speaking of packing, when should I actually drag that suitcase out of the attic?
Aim for the dry season, which stretches from May to November, gives you the most sunshine, least chance of a surprise downpour. Trust me, those island showers are no joke.
So I hear. And what about accommodations? What am I looking at when I get there?
Well, it really depends on what you're after. We're talking everything from charming, locally run guest houses to those overwater bungalows you see in those picture-perfect photos we talked about.
Okay, we've covered the journey, the history, but what about the fun stuff?
What, you think it's all history lessons and unpredictable flights?
Well, those are pretty compelling selling points, gotta admit. But yeah, I'm ready for the fun stuff.
All right, adventure seekers, listen up. The diving and snorkeling here, it's in a league of its own. We're talking vibrant coral reefs, shipwrecks frozen in time, like stepping into a National Geographic documentary.
Don't forget those history buffs, sunken WWII aircraft carrier. Talk about a story for the grandkids.
Exactly. But even if you're not a scuba enthusiast, the Marshall Islands won't disappoint. Picture yourself learning traditional weaving techniques from locals or paddling a traditional outrigger canoe. And the sunsets. Oh, the sunsets. Just bring your camera and your poetry book while you're at it.
Sounds like whether you're an adrenaline junkie, a history buff, or just looking to escape the everyday, the Marshall Islands have something for everyone. It really makes you think about what kind of traveler you are, doesn't it?
It really does. It's a place that invites you to slow down, reflect, and appreciate the delicate balance between enjoying paradise and preserving it. Especially after learning that these islands have witnessed some of history's most significant moments, both triumphant and devastating.
Heavy stuff. So as you plan your getaway, remember, it's not just a vacation. It's a chance to connect with history, with nature, and with yourself in a truly unique corner of the world.
And hey, maybe, just maybe, consider leaving those single-use plastics at home, huh? These islands, beautiful and resilient as they are, deserve our respect.
Couldn't agree more.
Thanks for listening to the show, and be sure to tune in next week for your favorite episode about some of the best beaches and beach information in the world.